Good day everyone. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Heng Cheng Fa, metric number 245336, banking student from University Utara Malaysia. Today I want to do a presentation about the principal musharakah in Islamic banking operation. The contents of my presentation will include the first is introduction of musharakah. Next is the concept of musharakah that can divide into shrika or mute and shrika or acute. The third part of presentation I will share about the basic rule of musharakah, and the last one is about the key difference between conventional bank house financing and Islamic reminiscing musharakah house financing. Musharakah in the word of Arabic origin, which literally means sharing. In the context of business, it means a joint enterprise in which all the partners share the profit or loss of the venture. The return of musharakah is based on the actual profit earned by the joint venture. The financial in an interest-bearing loan cannot suffer loss, while the financial in musharakah can suffer loss. If the joint venture fails to produce earnings, according to Islamic principle, a financier must be determined whether he is advancing a loan to assist the debtor on humanitarian grounds, or he desires to share his profit. The return of the financier in musharakah has been tied up with the actual profit accrued through the enterprise. The greater the profit of the enterprise, the greater the rate of return to the financier. Next is the concept of musharakah. Musharakah is a term frequently referred to in context of Islamic mode of financing. The term shrika more commonly used in the Islamic jurisprudence for the purpose of charity. Shrika means sharing, and the terminology of Islamic fiqh is being divided into two kinds. The first one is shrika or mute. It means joint ownership of two or more persons in a particular property. This kind of shrika may come into existence in two different ways, which are come into operation of the option of the parties come to operate automatically without any action taken by the parties. Then it is a second type of shrika is shrika or acute, which means a partnership affected by the mutual contract. It's usually divided into three kinds, which are shrika or amwal. All the partners invest same capital into a commercial enterprise. Shrika or amal that refer to a type of partnership where two or more partners agree to work in partnership and share their earnings, and shrika or wuzuk that refer to goodwill, credit worthiness, and group reputation. This diagram will show the concept of shrika in the context of Islamic mode. Last but not least, I want to say the basic rule of musharakah. Musharakah is a relationship enterprise established by the parties through a mutual contract. The certain ingredients which are peculiar to the contract of musharakah can be summarized as distribution of profit and sharing of loss. For distribution of profit, the ratio of profit for each partner must be determined in proportion to the actual profit accrued to the business, and not in proportion to the capital invested by him. Any amount so drawn by any partner shall be treated as on-account payment and will be adjusted to the actual profit he may receive at the end of the term. If no profit is actually earned and is less than anticipated, the amount drawn by the partner should have to be returned. For sharing the loss, each partner shall suffer the loss exactly according to the ratio of his investment. Lastly, I expect some difference in context of ministerial musharakah house financing and conventional house financing contract. In commencement of agreement, conventional house financing will start effective from the first day of the agreement, without the client possession of the property. However, diminishing musharakah house financing can be effected for the future date of the condition that the profit rate is payable after possession of the house by the client. For the risk of loss in conventional house financing, there is no profit and loss agreement between the bank and the client. The client suffers all the loss, but in the musharakah housing finance, the financial as the shika or particular in profit, not in loss. The client will participate in both profit and loss, and the client will bear all loss. Next is ownership provision. In the conventional house financing contract, the client has ownership, but his property remain in the bank until after paying all the security amount. However, in musharakah housing financing, the bank and the client will own the house according to the predetermined ratio. If the bank invests 80% and the client invests 20%, the bank will own 80% of the property. For sales transfer in a conventional house financing contract, the client is the sole owner of the property. The bank has the mortgage due to the client property, but in diminishing musharakah house financing, the client and the bank jointly buy the house on the basis of the debt equity ratio. Bank make an agreement to allow the client to buy the unit periodically, thus reducing the share of the bank and increasing the share of the client. And next is refund is refund indemnity of bank and client and right of bank and client. This is all about my presentation. Thank you very much.